Welcome to Cinemondo with Kathy and Ramesh. We are
Love
so excited about this new teaser
Ramayana. Yeah.
that I wanted to bring Ramesh in so that we could talk about it in even deeper detail because he can bring some new perspective to it. So he has
Yeah.
not seen it yet. This will be his first time watching it. Very excited. We can talk about it after. We'll just get right to it. Not going to waste any time because this is such a big deal. I mean, I'm so excited about this. I can hardly stand it.
Yes. Let's get started.
All right, let's do it.
Yep.
All right. Get our headphones.
There you talk about the Trinity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rama. Okay, that was Yash. This is Ranbir.
Vishnu and Shiva.
I'm not sure who that is. Or is that Ranbir? That's Yash. Oh, it's surreal.
Oh, they have this. Those are some very interesting visuals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. Very,
Yeah.
very unique.
Yep.
Ah,
Yeah.
got it. Sunny Deol. That's good. Hans
Yep.
Zimmer and A.R. Rahman.
Yep.
Crazy.
Those are some really very big names.
Yeah. And IMAX.
IMAX.
Music.
Prime Focus Studios. Okay.
I'm sorry. All of these decorative
Yeah.
engravings. Good. Like that little touch.
Yeah. I like the way they use that arrow.
Yeah. They brought in every digital embellishment they could to make this look epic. Everything.
Yeah.
A little bit. Ah, such a tease.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's true.
it's
Wow.
gonna be 2 parts.
Yeah, and it's definitely some kind of a magnum opus.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Even that it's just a teaser. Come on, it has a lot more to it. I
Mhm.
mean, definitely there is that grand scale. There are some big names, the actors, the actresses, even the director,
Yeah.
the producers.
It's pretty intense. Now,
It is.
I love the idea that they're crossing over a lot because I have Hans Zimmer and A.R. Rahman, which is an interesting combination. I don't think, Hans Zimmer has done an Indian film before, and it might be his first one. I
No.
heard he always wanted to, apparently.
Yeah.
And that's kinda cool. So that's cool that they're combining forces. I don't know if that music was them or not, but it looked pretty insane. I mean, it sounds
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they brought, like, the chorus and the big, orchestral embellishments to make it sound as big as possible.
Yeah.
Most expensive Indian film ever made so far, apparently.
Oh,
One
it's
100,000,000.
bigger than everything else, like Brahmastra.
Yeah, and which
RRR.
yeah, they say it's the biggest one, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They say it's $100,000,000, which is a lot for an
Which
Indian
is a
film.
lot.
It's
Which
a
is a
lot even for an
lot.
American film, it's a lot, and they
Yeah.
spend 200 sometimes, so
Yeah. And especially, with movies like Ramayana, because
Mhm.
this is one of the two great epics of Hinduism. It's very the core part of, like, one of the core parts of Hinduism. So everyone is like always engaged and they want to see it.
Right.
And if you can bring it to screen and with much more clarity,
Mhm.
indulge the audience,
Yeah,
I think it'll, yeah, definitely break all the records and everything.
that's
So
for sure. I mean,
And
it's a story a lot of people are invested in, you know, that are aware of
and
history.
everyone is more aware of it, so this is something that I honestly, I think they're paying a lot of attention to, because you cannot go wrong in terms of the story or the characters,
Mhm,
or how the screenplay pans out.
mhm.
Yeah, so that's something. I mean, it's big for me. Like, even I saw it, I was like, wow,
Oh,
that's something that I've never seen it before.
oh,
Yeah.
so this is resonating with you too, like, you're like, "Oh, okay, this is gonna be huge." To me, these 2 huge
Yeah.
stars, and you have the story itself.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was interesting that the all of the effects in the beginning were all mystical. It looked very like universe, like the universe is
Yeah.
creating these things, and they get more and more dense and more
Mm-hmm.
real, and then we see them, and they're
Yeah.
very grounded, and they're human, and they're on a planet, and they're, you know, they're human.
Yeah, so
And
those are the three entities, or main characters of Hinduism to begin with.
Mhm,
So we have the Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva,
okay,
as that was shown in the teaser.
yeah,
And then comes Ramayana, which is more about, there are a lot of things. It's basically the fight over, the good versus evil, because Rama is considered Rama. So Ramayana is basically about Lord Rama, which is
okay,
played by Ranbir Kapoor.
right,
Now, he is considered to be an incarnation of Lord Vishnu, like one of the
okay,
great,
okay,
in certain period of time.
okay.
So he's the embodiment of righteousness.
Mm,
Now, and then his wife Sita, which is being played by Sai Pallavi. She's a good actress too. In Ramayana, she's a devoted wife, symbolizing virtue and resilience. So yeah, so it's like every character. The
yeah,
way these Hindu epics were even written or communicated down the generations is
mhm,
that we grew up basically learning all the good things about
right.
them, something that we can imbibe as a part of our daily lives. Yeah, so Rama's Lord Rama's brother, Lord Lakshmana, he is basically a loyal brother who accompanies his the Lord Rama even into an exile. He's like, I'm not gonna leave him behind. He just accompanies him. And there's Lord Hanuman, which is currently played by Sunny Deol.
Ah,
So he's the monkey god, and
oh,
he
okay.
is a devoted ally of Lord Rama. Like, that level of dedication is something unparalleled. And then there is Ravana, who is like the ten-headed demon king of Lanka, the king of Lanka.
Oh,
So he's the main antagonist in Ramayana, and he abducts Sita. It's
mm,
a more. It's not that. I mean, there are people can they have very divergent views on this one as to why did he abduct and all. So my take is a little bit different on that.
oh,
But
it
yeah,
is? Okay, what's your
yes.
take?
So it's more about to do with his ego and stuff, saying that
Oh, yeah.
and there are other characters. Maybe once the movie comes out, or
Mhm,
maybe we can have a discussion on that sometime later, like as to what the whole story is, because he is considered to be one of the most knowledgeable persons in the epic, like Lord Ravana. He's
okay,
like the a devotee of Lord Shiva. Like, that kind of devotion
okay.
towards Shiva was like not shown
Mm,
by anybody else.
oh,
So it's kind of interesting that he becomes the antagonist. And
yeah.
so yeah, there's more to it, but maybe we can discuss about it some other time.
Now's the time, but yeah. Okay, we can talk about in the next teaser or glimpse or
Yeah.
announcement that they come down the pipe. This isn't coming out until 2027, so
Mm-hmm.
we have
Yeah.
time
So
to
we do
discuss it.
definitely have time. It's
We have
just
time.
kind of do a recap of what actually Ramayana is, and then we
Yeah.
can dive into it.
That would be great. And
Yeah.
also, so what do you think about the casting? Because I love the idea of these 2 actors together. It'd be fantastic. And we saw Ranbir Kapoor already kind of a sort of origin story type thing in Brahmastra. It's they're not
Mm-hmm.
connected, but we got to see him, you know, becoming Shiva, and we have the same producer, and we have a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
same effects. As you can see, they look very partnered, even though they're not necessarily in the same, you know, not connected, but they have the
Yeah.
same sensibility and production value. So what do you think about that
I
casting?
mean, I like the casting, like
Yeah.
especially Ranbir Kapoor as Lord Rama.
He just
it's
seems so
a
innocent and
it's
pure.
his boss basically after Brahmastra. I think he's more relatable to the role. It's like. And then Sai Pallavi, she's really very nice. I mean, I
Oh,
like her acting. She's done
yeah.
several movies. I'm hoping she's promising a more nuanced and emotionally resonant,
They didn't show her in
portrayal.
this, though. We only saw
Yeah, they didn't show,
only
and
saw the men.
apparently, apart from the cutscenes at the end where they were just showing glimpses of Ranbir
Yeah.
Kapoor and Yash, like even the visuals,
Yes.
the whole universe visual, I was able to see Ranbir's Kapoor face in that
Yeah, you can kinda
visual,
see
but
it coming in.
but not Yash's in the. in Ravana. I was like,
I
okay, I can
assume the
imagine.
bearded guy is Yash,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
I assume to same, but
we assume.
if you talk about the characteristics itself, it's not like visible right away.
Maybe he was a late addition before the effects were done. They just kind of added a generic
Yeah,
face, and then he came in. They said, "Okay, we gotta make it look more like Yash now."
yes.
That's so funny.
So
I love that.
yeah, so there are others who have been playing like Sunny Deol as Hanuman.
I love
Yeah,
that. He's great.
he's gonna be great.
Oh, he's so good. It's funny because Ranbir Kapoor did Brahmastra, then he went and did Animal, which was a complete opposite. So he's kind of like, I can play bad boys if you want. It's like, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
that's
back to playing the
true.
good guy right now. So he's going
Yeah,
back to his comfort zone, which is playing the very honorable characters, usually or like Brahmastra. He's gonna play that. He always seems like he plays a lot of good guys. So it was fun, I thought, to see him in Animal because we didn't see him like that very often. But he's back to his
yeah.
good guy role.
So about that, I feel as you said, he is stepping out of his comfort zone,
Yeah.
which is a rare thing to find among like the top heroes, especially
Mhm.
in the Indian film industry. They
Mhm.
don't want to experiment. They don't want to
Don't want to
go
ruin it.
against the yeah.
Don't get
It's
the
like
fans angry.
yeah,
Yes,
but
exactly.
he's definitely doing it, and it's really very nice.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like it. He's going back to
but
his comfort zone though right now. Like he went to Animal and did something crazy. Like, it's popular now. Like we saw Nani
hmm
in Hit 3, we saw Marco. Like
yeah,
there's some characters who always are playing, good guys, the Keanu Reeves of the world who want to play a bad
hmm
boy for a while. But cuz that's where all the fun is, honestly. I mean,
yeah,
it's more fun to be the bad guy. So,
yep.
I can see why they want to. But this time we have Yash being the bad guy, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
So it's nice. It's like you have actors. It's a pan-Indian movie. You have
Yes,
actors from
definitely.
all the film industries like North and South coming in, and definitely they're also looking for a global rollout. Was it like in one of the on the billboards and like Times Square and all
Yes.
they were
Yes.
showing this? Yes. So
Love that.
yeah, and definitely the visuals are like they are enriching.
Mhm.
There's a lot. So I really want to see that like how it's gonna pan out.
I like that they brought out an introduction. This is just like basically almost like we're doing this movie, nothing else. I mean, we barely got any footage. But I like that when they brought it out, unlike some films that kind of got ahead of their special effects, when you put out a teaser or a trailer and the effects aren't quite done yet. This
Mm-hmm.
one looked very finished. Like this was more like a motion piece
Yeah.
where they created like from scratch all effects, but they made sure those were solid, perfect effects. We weren't going to see any kind of sort of rough effects or kind of half there. Nope. He's
Yeah.
bringing in the A-list because he's selling his name, the
Mhm.
actors, the producers, the special effects company DNEG, which does Jurassic
Yeah.
Park. I mean, they're like a top level.
Mhm.
And they want everybody to know this is going to be 100% an incredible epic film. So they are started off with that. I hope they keep that consistent. This consistent
I
expensive
really
look.
hope. Yeah, as you said, they've roped in some very big names
Yes, they did.
from Hollywood and even in
Yeah.
India. Like the director, he's done some good movies like Dangal and
Yeah.
Chichore, and as you said, lead producer. I was kind of surprised, like Namit Malhotra, because it says Namit Malhotra
Yeah.
presents Ramayana the
His
introduction.
name is first.
Yeah, his name is first.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, and we see that name as well, right? The Prime Focus
Mhm.
Entertainment, the company's name comes up. I think they are like they and DNEG, they're
Mhm.
probably collaborators on
Yes, they
this
definitely are.
because yeah,
So he's selling his name because he knows he can sell. He's like
hmm
the big producer name. I
yeah,
think it's interesting he put his name ahead of Yash and Ranbir Kapoor. Like
yeah.
he is
That's
the guy. He went
I
my
mean
money, my trailer.
he's the lead producer too.
He
So
is he's
definitely
like,
he's bet
I'm making this movie happen. My name comes
he's
first.
he's
That was
definitely betting on it.
so true. Hey, you know what? He's putting all the money up. Let him
Yeah,
have it. Pretty soon it's all going to be about Yash and Ranbir Kapoor. This is his moment to
yeah,
have it.
that's
So,
true.
so
Yeah.
all right. Thank you, Ramesh, for coming in and filling in even more detail. I did another reaction with Mark yesterday where we just
hmm
talked about like our production value ideas. So if you
Yeah.
want to check that out, be sure and look at that. And we did a
Yes.
little deeper dive with
Definitely.
Ramesh, who knows a lot more about the history
Mhm.
than we did. So thank you so much for filling in the blank.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
All right.
All
See you
right.
guys later and be sure and add any
Bye.
other details you think we missed.
Mhm.
Okay. Bye.